Hi everybody, I'm One Arm Brian, and this is Black Lives Matter. Now today's episode is going to be purely about Canna-News, because I'm not going to do any more unboxings and that kind of thing, I don't think, because number one, I really can't afford them, and none of the things you see on my show are given to me, so if I do a product review, it's because I really believe in the damn thing, because I paid for it, and I'm pretty tight with my bread. So I've got a couple of product reviews coming up. In fact, I just bought a one of those little sushi bazooka makers from China, dhgate.com, and it works slicker than hell. I overfilled it, so it made one about this big, but it was really slick. So I've got great hopes for that. So I'll put a little clip on that at the end of this. But anyway, today's news, and I'm not sure where the hell I'm looking at again. But anyway, I'm just going to read it off here, and I'll try to remember to put all the links down below, which I remind myself to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Help a brother out. Spread the word. Tell your friends and neighbors to subscribe. I'm all about cannabis education and legalization. It's ridiculous that this wonderful herb, this plant, should be couched in so demonized and couched in shadows and the way it is, criminality the way it is. It's absolutely ludicrous. And as most of my stories here today will attest to. Anyway, the first one I want to talk about is it's a deal called the High Desert Hot Box event in Victorville, California on February 9th. It sounds cool. Like I said, I'll put links down below. But if you're in the area, and I'm from Seattle and I live in northern Arkansas, so I have no idea where the hell Victorville, California is. But if you're in the area, apparently it's in the high desert. Go see it. It's going to be all about, not all about, but it's going to be a great deal. It's going to be based on the older generation, my age, people getting into cannabis and the different forms of cannabis and how to use cannabis and how to apply creams and lotions and tinctures and everything else. So it's not just about smoking and bong hits and pipes and that kind of thing. It's not just a big head event, you know. So it sounds cool. So check that out. Like I said, I'll put the link down below. Also, my nose itches. I just trimmed my beard, so I got little tiny hairs everywhere. A Republican congressman, which surprised me, Alan Peake from Georgia, apparently admitted before Congress, I think, to illegally smuggling cannabis in various forms, I think, because it shows him holding a little bottle of tincture, I believe, in the article. And I'll put a link down below. And I guess regular grass too, regular cannabis, smuggling it into Georgia and giving it to people with medical needs, medical marijuana needs. The example that they gave in this story, I believe, is a woman. He smuggled some in and gave it to a woman whose child was having seizures, and not obviously, but I guess apparently the seizures were halted almost immediately, which is becoming the thing of the day. I mean, it's almost every day that they're finding out that cannabis successfully fights or another disease or another condition, or it's just amazing that it's illegal is the biggest joke I've ever been a part of. It's just sad. Anyway, and then also, according to the European Journal of Cardiothoracic Surgery, cannabis users' lungs are fine for transplants. They've done it with people that did not use cannabis and people that did use cannabis. And the short-term results are there's absolutely no difference in transplanted lungs, so smoking grass apparently doesn't bother you. And actually, I read a study that did like a 20-year-long study from the late 90s to the early teens about people that smoked cigarettes, people that smoked grass, and people that smoked both. And apparently, the people that smoked cannabis, their lungs improved, or it was just amazing. The cigarette smokers got bad. The people that smoked both got a little less bad. But apparently, the cannabis people didn't get bad at all, or got better, or something. It was amazing, and they attributed it to perhaps the fact that they breathe so deeply when they take a hit that it makes their lung function more efficient. So that was interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to find a link for that one, though. But anyway, okay, and then a story from the 12th of July last year was a good article about Arkansas seniors because it was coming up for a vote, which passed, but who knows if the right-wing assholes are going to let it actually come into effect. But the Arkansas seniors were using, a lot more of them were using cannabis than pharmaceuticals, and the legal states also show a decline in prescriptions. Because more people my age are doing fewer pharmaceuticals and are doing cannabis instead for pain relief. Oh my God, it treats so many different conditions. It's just ludicrous. Anyway, again, I'll put a link down below. Really good article. Read that. It's super smart. It's the cannabis is becoming mainstream, but it's just not going fast enough for me. So I want to push a little bit. Anyway, and then there's also news of a third study in 5 months that proves again that cannabis just destroys epilepsy in children. So there you go. They've apparently practically, or for all intents and purposes, cured epilepsy in children by using cannabis as a treatment for the disease. That to me is alone makes cannabis being illegal just ludicrous. A wonderful story. Again, I'll put a deal down at the bottom. And in response to our new president, the ACLU, which usually generates about $4 million in donations annually, mostly from private citizens, this weekend generated $24.1 million in donations by everybody. Just about practically everybody in the nation donated money to the ACLU to fight the Fuhrer and his master race plans. It's going to be a damn interesting 4 years. The only thing that we've got going for it is the hope that apparently they'll leave cannabis alone, and maybe that'll just be the thing that trips us all into the age of Aquarius kind of thing that I've been hoping for since I was a little boy. Back when everybody was cool and rock and roll was great and drugs were clean and fun and so was sex. It was a whole different ballgame when I was a young man. The early 70s. I'll tell you that story one of these days too. The summer '74 was my summer. Vicki Holman, she was 21, I was 14. Damn, it was a good summer. I hope to tell you. But anyway, this is my little oil rig. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? That's my little oil can. Which I think is cool. Again, I got it from DHgate. I love it. Works great. I think I got it for $10 or something. I mean, dhgate.com. Chinese products, I got no problem with them. Their quality is fine. They work fine for me. If I order bangers like this one I'm using right now, I just make sure I order them 4mm thick, which is the only ones that, the good ones you buy anywhere are. And I got no problem with it. I personally can't afford a $200 or $300 water pipe or bong or whatever you want to call it. And I'm not a big follower, and I'm not a big guy into names. I don't care about Adidas and Nikes and all that bullshit. I never have. I'm not much of a follower, so I can be all by myself. Thank you very much. But anyway, here is still my stunt dab Harold. He's back. See, he's back. He was on vacation when his cousin was here, the super high test cousin. But this is still a Blue Dream stunt dab. It's not real. It's illegal where I'm at still, and I am a terrible threat apparently to society. But anyway, here it is. Let's hope I didn't talk too much again. No, that worked good. Oh yeah. Okay. Ooh. And I also got a remote for my camera from China. Oh, excuse me. Good Lord, I'm spitting all over. But I got it on dhgate.com, and it was like $20 instead of $60. So you guys draw your own conclusions. But it fits my Sony camera perfectly, operates it beautifully, and it's a lot of fun. So anyway, that's it for today. Like I said, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe to all your friends. In this age of instant information, ignorance is a choice. Please choose not to do that. Do your research, look things up. I'll give you the links below to help you. And that's it. I guess just remain elevated, guys. Thanks. Bye.